listening, Aegis.
Monsieur le Marquis, there is a most unfortunate rumor about you going round.
Oh, just one, is there?
You are accused of having delivered the troops who had gathered in the Place Dauphine over to the king.
Calumny. This is nothing less than vile slander.
Save your breath, General. The rumor is true. I can prove it. There's no point in trying to defend yourself. I know that you raised the National Guard for the sole purpose of taking command of it. There was nothing spontaneous about the uprising.
Do you have any evidence to support your accusations?
I do. I have the manifesto.
Bon sang.
Why resort to this manipulation?
You must understand what I have done. I did for the good of the kingdom. I wanted to stop this massacre while protecting the Queen and the Dauphin. In the name of the people, Aegis. But an actual uprising of the people would have inevitably led to disaster. Only professional soldiers could organize and lead the resistance.
Who were your accomplices?
Men who at the Battle of Yorktown brought an empire to its knees. Alas, we gravely underestimated the enemy's forces. We thought we would face an infantry supported by a handful of machines, but an entire army of automats. It was unthinkable.
Some accuse you of harboring a lust for power. The circumstances were to your advantage.
These aspersions are all too familiar to me. But tell me, if I wanted the crown for myself, why did I not take it when I returned from America? When I had seasoned troops at my command, and the people sang my praises with one voice? No, that makes no sense. Though I readily admit that I do believe I am worthy of fulfilling an important role for the Queen, after her son is crowned. Lieutenant General of the Kingdom, for example. Or even, if circumstance requires, the Regent. Voila. Now you know everything. I haven't left anything out. However, this truth, if it were made public, would play right into my enemy's hands. So I ask you not to reveal anything I've just told you, and to give me the manifesto.
사명서 줘야 되나?
No, General. You'll forgive me for choosing to hold on to it.
In that case, my fate remains in your hands. Can you at least tell me where my detractor is hiding? The one who is spreading these charming rumors about me.
I cannot tell you anything, General.
Oh, no matter. I will not let this serpent continue to
스토리를
vilify
선택할 수
me.
있네요.
I shall get redress for these aspersions in the end.
Do as you wish, General de Lafayette. Goodbye, Monsieur.
오케이. 그리고
Monsieur Necker.
Madame? Eh bien, do you come bearing good news?
Your wife. You may rest easy, Monsieur. Your wife escaped the massacre. She returned home and left you this letter.
Mon Dieu. She's going to meet our daughter and son-in-law at our charity hospital.
She may already be there.
Madame, I did not dare to dream of such an outcome. My wife and daughter. Can you imagine? And I thought I had lost both of them. The three of us will be able to leave the kingdom and put these horrors behind us forever.
What about the bonds?
Oh, the bonds. Do with them as you see fit. As long as the king does not use them. As for me, I'm going to find my family at once. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. I pray that your efforts will be successful. Adieu, madame. Adieu.
오케이.
Minister Necker has given his bonds to me.
That's quite a nice little sum. Can you imagine? That's 1/5 of the kingdom's entire wealth.
Wealth that the king squanders for his personal benefit according to his whims.
Ma foi.
Monsieur Necker certainly has been very generous to his adoptive country.
Generous? I have my doubts. The loan was granted at a very high rate, So high, in fact, that it would have dug the deficit into an even deeper state of abyss.
Eh bien, monsieur. To what use shall we employ this boonful fortune?
If I could spend it, I'd do everything I could to return to the people their confiscated freedom. To begin, I would get them the bread they so sorely need. It is only after the scourge of famine has been vanquished that armed patriots might then be able to rise up against despotism.
And where will you find wheat, Robespierre? Will you steal it from under the noses of the automats who have sworn to destroy the human race? As for arming the people, this is another one of your delusions. How could your ragged pack of wretches win any sort of battle that'd be unable to lift a sword?
When you insult the people, you insult me, Monsieur de Lafayette.
I am not insulting anyone, Robespierre. But I happen to know what it takes to fight, unlike you. Monsieur, I was but a lad of 15 when I took up arms, and everyone here knows my role in the liberation of America from British rule. If you allow me to dispose of these bonds, I will found an army that will annihilate the Clockwork King's diabolical machines. As soon as I have the opportunity to leave Paris, I will rally the officers and troops that are stationed in the provinces. Then, I will call for a mass uprising. I will have more than enough money to pay their wages and procure the weapons we need.
And you will have obedient troops at your beck and call, ready to repress anyone who challenges your power.
These troops will only serve the will of the people. I swear it.
Are you sure that the king has spared the rest of the kingdom, Monsieur le Marquis?
I am almost certain of it, mon père. Despite all of his resources, the king does not have enough manpower to occupy all the garrisons in the country.
Aegis, no member of this assembly can force your hand. The choice is yours. To whom
또
will
내가
you
선택해야 돼?
entrust Monsieur Necker's bonds?
하하하하. 누구한테? 아, 스토리를 못 읽었는데. 라파예트 이름이 더 마음에 드는데.
General de Lafayette, I have decided to use these bonds for your cause. I urge you to put them to good use.
You've made the right choice, Dancer. Only professional soldiers and well-trained conscripts stand a chance of winning back the kingdom.
And of course, the people will have to kneel before their liberators.
쏘지
History
마.
will recall that sad day when we had to put our fate in the hands of an automat. If only her creator had given her a heart. Alas, she could not help but be blind to the people's misfortune.
아씨, 뭔가 잘못했나? 일단 대충 다 한 것 같죠? 이게 뭔가 남았나? 무슈마라에게 뭐가 무슈마라가 어딨냐? 무슈마라 얘인가? 얘인가?
Aegis, a word, s'il vous plaît.
얘 같은데?
Monsieur,
I'm listening.
goodbye, Miss. Monsieur Raymond.
Aegis, we are very pleased to see you, but it was very unwise of us to leave the Société without such a capable bodyguard as yourself. It is a miracle that we got here safely.
What do you want to talk to me about?
Have you ever heard of the Club de Massiac, Aegis?
No, monsieur.
It's an association that meets at the Hotel de Massiac, just west of Les Halles.
또 다른
It
캐스트를 주는
counts some of the
건가?
wealthiest plantation owners in the empire. Those from Saint-Domingue and the Petite Santilles are most formidable adversaries. They are waging a war of influence to keep the slave trade going, and resort to the vilest methods to achieve their ends. They worship nothing but money, and their greed is matched only by their cruelty. Regrettably, my interests occasionally require me to suffer their company. 2 months ago, I was in Le Havre to settle some business with the Admiralty, when I overheard a conversation between two planters from Bastère. If they are to be believed, the Club de Massiac is plotting to create sleepless slaves, des esclaves sans sommeil. Those were their eggs. It's hard to say, but I fear they plan to administer. Our organization will not. Aegis, we must look.
You speak of greed, Monsieur Raymond. But could you enlighten us as to what makes you any different from the planters you condemn?
What exactly do you accuse me of, Monsieur?
Do you not also exploit the labor of the...
I fight every minute.
If that's the case, then why wait? You preach abolition. The truth
당길
is...
게 너무
What
길어.
would happen to... I would be...
Any reform? This reform is not so difficult. I've begun it myself. And there you will not find slave and my plantation.
Ah, yes,
Monsieur, calm yourselves. What Monsieur Raymond has related to us, we must find out more about this pages.
오케이.
Did you go to the Hotel de Mat...
No.
Remember,
오케이.
See?
자, 이제 또 다른 퀘스트를 받은 것 같거든요. 어디로 가야 되냐? 슈마라. 형태로 가기. 여기네요. 마시아크 호텔로 조사하기. 그리고 무슈마라에게 보고하기. 무슈마라에게 보고하기. 나가면 있네요.
Monsieur Marat,
Madame,
I'm surprised to find you here. Did you follow me?
didn't you know? The Duke's allies are always impeccably informed. Some even say that we have eyes and ears everywhere.
What do you want from me?
To tell you the truth, I can't wait to hear what you've discovered about the matter at hand. And I was afraid you might leave me in the lurch. You can never be too cautious these days. That's why I decided it would be better for me to come to you.
아, 이거 우리 편 맞나? 어떡하지? 아, 이 스토리를 중간중간 잘 봤어야 되는데 스토리를 잘 못 봐서 지금 어떤 상황인지 잘 모르겠긴 해요. 음모를 얘한테 말해준다, 말해주지 않는다. 아... 왠지 도움을 줄 것 같은데 도움 줬죠? 음모를
You were
맡깁시다.
right. Lafayette was behind this purportedly popular uprising.
Aha! I've got him at last.
But he had no intention of handing his men over to the king. His goal was to raise an army and command the troops himself.
It doesn't matter. These troops would have allowed him to crush the Patriots and set himself up as a dictator. He lied to the people. He lied to the Assemblée Nationale. His time has come. All I need is for you to give...
어쩌지? 에이씨, 알았어.
The details about the
Madame, I didn't expect so much. The end of Mortier de Lafayette. The executioner has signed his own death warrant. I will now share these revelations with the...
오케이. 처형당하겠죠?
Long live the Assemblée Nationale.
Marat, ça par exemple. You're certainly a bold one.
Monsieur, I have come to pay my
근데 경제권을 쟤한테 넘기지
Mon
않았나?
pauvre ami, you must be out of your mind to come and defy
아,
those you
이거
so
어떻게 돌아가는
cruelly
거지?
maligned.
Maligned, you say? This remains to be seen, Monsieur de Mirabeau. I have here a document that its author has amusingly entitled Le Manifeste Henri V. It appears that the name Louis has fallen from fashion these days.
Quiet, scoundrel, or I'll make you swallow your tongue!
Come now, you wouldn't dare, my dear Mortier. Not when we're in such fine and plentiful company. Monsieur, in these pages, you will learn of the vast plot devised by the Marquis de Lafayette and his
그
sinister
라파엘한테 경제권을
conspirators. You will
맡겼는데
discover
얘한테
how our national hero
다 밝혀지면 뭔가
orchestrated
망한
the
같은데?
so-called popular uprising that gave rise to the... Bon sang, Monsieur le Marquis. You will also learn that he has proclaimed himself general-in-chief in the hope of making himself king in turn. And that it is his lust
뜬금없이
for
이런
power
스토리
to which the patriots who
선택권이
fell in
나에게
Place
오다니.
Dauphine owe their tragic fate.
c'est incroyable.
You must believe it, cher monsieur. Because to add insult to injury, this tomfool...
Par tous les saints.
If what Marat says is true, this is treachery of the...
Well, Monsieur le Marquis, do you deny it?
No, I don't. The loathsome Marat speaks the truth.
거의 나쁜 놈
I
맞구나,
wanted to
이놈이.
create an army that would be able to rid our kingdom of our anointed executioner, just as we freed America from England's choking grasp. I only kept it secret to avoid...
You defied the people, Lafayette. This is enough to condemn you.
So be it. You won't hear from me anymore. I leave the fate of the Nick. I encourage you to say your prayers, gentlemen, for our end is near. As for you, rat, go back to the cesspit from whence you came. You should never have come out.
I will gladly follow that order, General. Such is my pleasure that it will be your last.
와, 이게 잘 된 건가? 오메. 일단 여기는 마무리된 것 같고요. 여기에 다 모였네요, 사람들이. 저는 일단 시스템3에서 호텔을 조사하러 가겠습니다. 그래서 게임 스토리들을 잘 읽어봐야 되는데 일단 게임 스토리가 너무 재미없어요. 후반 가니까 조금 재밌어지려고 하는 것 같고. 자, 시대섬으로 이동하겠습니다. 자, 시작해볼게요. 업그레이드 가능한 곳은 없을 것 같고 유리관도 없죠. 자, 지도 보시면 호텔 조사하기 위해서 여기로 왔고요. 시대섬으로. 자, 길은 여기 가네요. 여기를 아직 안 열었구나. 아, 되게 오랜만에 와서. 뜨거워. 빨리 불을 끄고. 시작하자 맞는 거 실화냐? 이거 왜 안 열었지? 좀 열어줄게요. 열어줬어야 되는데. 님의 피도 좀 다시 채우고요. 야! 뒤에 있었구나. 아야. 아야, 이씨. 아야, 이 녀석들아. 야! 그때 이게 없었나? 여기네요. 한 번 더 소리를 걸어내서 이야. 아이템을 먹고요. 한번 써볼까요? 풀업인데? 겁나 꾸준한 것 같은데. 얍. 104m. 얍. 이거 겁나 세. 기회 없는 것 같은데. 오케이. 얍. 아! 얍. 피한 거 같은데 피가 까졌네. 거의 다 온 거 같죠 이제? 우측으로 가면 되는데. 얘는 암살 가능할 것 같거든요. 좋았다. 내가 마지막은 기울 쳐서 다시 쳐서 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯. 한 번 더 쳐서 기도 쳐서 좋았어요. 같은데 여기도 안 가본 것 같거든요. 지금 여기로 가볼까요? 그쵸? 안 봤던 것 같고 여기가 그런가? 뭔가 망한 것 같은데? 와씨, 아 무서워. 오메. 어이얍. 여기서 올라오는 게 맞거든. 그냥 바로 갈게요. 길이 있네요, 다행히. 야. 야. 오케이. 야. 야. 오늘 길을 모아서. 야야 오 먹을 거 없나? 있다. 입? 라루아이 킬러 바지? 잠시만요. 폭발 지구력? 껴야 되나? 안 낄게요. 굳이 좋은 것 같진 않고. 실험 현장 조사기. 실험 현장. 그러면 어디가 되냐? 실험 현장이 시대 3은 끝난 것 같고요. 실험 현장 조사기면 앵발리 여기 또 여기로 다시 가야 되네. 그렇죠? 그러면 여기도 먹을 게 있네요. 얍. 자, 다시 마차로 가겠습니다. 그리고 그래서 마차 이동하는 거 좀 살게요. 5개. 바오고는 업그레이드 안 되네요. 그쵸? 열쇠도 안 열리고. 이동하겠습니다. 다음 지역으로 앵발리드 이동. 자, 도착했고요. 업그레이드 뭐 하는 건 당연히 없겠죠. 뭐 먹은 게 없기 때문에. 그리고 아까 요거 좀 착용해 볼게요. 이건 둘 다 방패구나. 이거 그리고 좋은 거는 되게 많은데 화염총이구나 이거. 다 쓰질 못해. 일단 갑시다. 칩반을 이용해서 여기로 실험 현장 조사기 갑시다. 이동할게요.
The field with the dead tree. Good. I'm nearly there.
백작이다. 뭔 땡기 생겼네 이거.
Don't move.
Ah, that cursed dancer! May you be devoured by rust!
뭐야? 이건 또 안 되네. 과연? 아! 아! 아야, 나 왜 이렇게 오피하냐? 야? 야? 야! 야! 무쇠. 갑시다. 저 어디로 숨었냐? 실험실인가? 아이고야, 죄송합니다. 아이고야. 아이고야. 너무 아프다. 왜 이렇게 피하지를 못하니? 뒤에는 먹을 게 없구나. 갑시다. 응? 번 더. 오! 잠시만, 이게 아닌데? 빼라, 그렇지. 여기 빼라.
He slipped through my fingers. Fortunately, he was unable to take his things with him. The sleepless slaves. They meant the automats.
뭐야?
Feeding off the blood of innocent people. Monsieur Raymond was completely mistaken. I must inform him.
오케이. 루트 주게. 마차 동전도 먹었고. 그러면 마차로 이동하면 될 것 같은데요. 자. 오케이, 다 먹었고. 여기도 있네요. 뭐지? 버그인가? 버그인가? 이런 씨 망할 버그. 지도 좀 보겠습니다. 무슈 라이몽에게 말하기. 여기로 다시 가야 되네요. 망할 버그. 먹어져라. 먹어집니다. 잠시만요. 이걸 먹기 위해서 또 냠? 냠? 개똥같이 만들었대 게임을. 올라가면 이런 씨, 이거 먹으려고 내가 마차로 이동. 가서 이동합니다. 이동. 자, 기동했구요. 갑시다. 대화를 걸로.
Monsieur Raymond.
Go on, Aegis.
I went to the Hotel de Massiac as agreed. What I discovered goes beyond your darkest conjectures. The club's members have no intention of merely depriving their slaves of rest. Rather, with the king's support, they plan to replace them with automat harvesters. The Count of Cagliostro is behind the plan.
Ma foi. But such a plan would certainly only improve the lot of these unfortunate people.
You are mistaken, mon père. If the planters get their way, they will have a greater need of slaves than ever. Only this time, they intend to slaughter them to power their machines.
Quelle abomination!
Par tous les saints.
4 days ago, the Paris Guard captured 100 black people. They were to be sacrificed as part of an experiment to test the effectiveness of the automat harvesters. Luckily, I was able to prevent the massacre.
Where are they now?
In a place they call the Dépôt des Noirs.
흑인 수용소.
I don't know where it is, but I
열쇠를
managed to
아까
get the
얻었죠?
key. It bears the inscription, Tour du Diable.
The Devil's Tower. I know the place, but will you even listen to my explanation? After all, I'm just a despicable traitor in your eyes, aren't I?
Monsieur le Marquis, will you pass up an opportunity to earn our forgiveness?
No, you're right. Truly, you are an angel of mercy. This Tour du Diable is a prison in Vincennes, within the chateau walls.
That's 3 leagues from here. We'll only be able to free the prisoners once we're able to move freely ourselves.
At least they were spared the fate that the king and his accomplices had planned for them.
And what will you do with the 2 servants you employ, Monsieur Raymond?
I will continue to treat them well, as I always have.
However, under the laws you insist on following, they will become slaves again the moment they leave the kingdom for Saint-Domingue.
Certainly not, Monsieur de Robespierre. What kind of a man would I be if what I have heard had not opened my eyes? The planters of Massiac have been proven to be nothing but avaricious murderers. I thought I was dealing with opposition, but now I discover them to be vile, from whom it would be vain to expect any compromise. From this day on, I will fight against their interests with all my strength, and will not lay down my arms until the last slave in the Empire has been freed.
Rest assured, then, that the people will fight by your side, Monsieur Raymond.
That's the spirit, my friends. Vive l'égalité.
오케이. 그럼 뭘 해야 되지? 어허, 지도를 볼게요. 지도를 보시면 더 이상 퀘스트는 없네요. 그렇죠? 여기는 캐릭터만 뜨고 이제 성체로 들어가면 되겠네요. 더 이상 할 게 없어 보입니다.
Monsieur Raymond.
자, 이제 일지를 볼게요. 결국 마지막 성체로 가면 되네요. 갑시다. 이게 마지막 장소 같은데 이제 가서 모든 걸 마무리하면 엔딩을 볼 수 있을 것 같습니다. 빨리 가죠. 무기도 이제 풀업이 됐고 이동해서 자 마지막 성체로 이동합니다. 자 성체로 가기 위해서 이동을 했고요. 자 업그레이드 얼마나 뜨는지 한번 볼게요. 18,000원 18,000원가 안 될 것 같은데 18,000원 8,000원 안 되겠네. 그리고 내가 산 건가? 아이씨 바보짓 했나? 아니죠 사용한 거 맞죠? 아 놀래라. 업그레이드 나 어떻게 5,000원 남았고 잠시만요. 물품 제가 가지고 있는 물품이 전사의 사용 모두 사용할게요. 용맹한 아이고 그러면 제가 지금 얼마 있죠? 2만 하나 더 업그레이드 되거든요. 업그레이드 뭘 해야 되나? 자 갑시다. 이제 끝났고요. 이번에 여기서 성차로 가기. 싸우지 말고 갑시다. 안 싸워도 되고, 안 싸워도 되고. 자, 이제 뛰어들면 됩니다. 오케이, 마지막. 더 이상 이제 올라가지 못합니다. 모았어. 이야. 여기로 바로 모았어. 이야. 좋았다. 강화된 수류탄. 근데 물약 채우는 게 너무 작은데 이게 분명히 어디 더 있을 텐데 너무 못 먹고 온 것 같아. 처음 2개로 시작하거든요. 가기 전에 여기서 먹을 수 있는 거 최대한 먹어보고. 아니야? 기름 모았어. 이야. 이거 바로 기름 모았어. 이야. 어머. 이야. 저 위에 올라갈 수 있는 방법이 있을 텐데. 더 이상 길이 없는 것 보니까 가야 돼. 오케이, 다 먹은 것 같고 여기 약간 부셔진 곳으로 가면 이야. 자, 이제 갑시다. 밑으로. 아, 얘는 이제 생으로 잡아야겠습니다. 그쵸? 네네. 한 대 더. 길을 모았어. 피는 언제까지 했대? 이야. 길은 여기 같고 가지는 곳이 없나? 없네요. 저기 길이 많네요. 지하로 똥. 이제 뭐야? 갱도. 오케이. 조심합시다 이제. 낙사할 수도 있기 때문에. 뭐니? 저기로 가지나? 일단 여기로 가볼게요. 응? 저기 안 가지나? 결국 밑으로 가야 되는구나. 어씨, 떨어질 것 같은데? 길이 있나? 한 대다! 아! 길이 없는 것 같은데? 그런가? 죽을 것 같은데? 어떻게? 여기 맞나? 어이씨, 큰일 났다. 뭐 어디서 방울 소리가 나는데 뭐 근데 뭐? 물약을 다 사서 크리리네. 암살가는? 야! 이제 세이브 존이 하나 나와야 될 텐데. 얍! 그쵸? 나와야 되는데. 왜 없니? 났다. 아, 기가 막히게 딱 났네요. 저리가 정말 전 대체 어디서 나오는 거야? 야! 에이, 거미가 또 어디 있을 것 같은데. 뭐지? 얘를 잡아야 될 것 같기도. 뭐야? 얍! 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 잡았고, 여긴 어디야? 얍! 뭐야? 뭐야? 바로 온다고? 어디? 겁나 어이없지. 너무 왔네. 거의 다 안 돌았는데. 신기하구만. 버그인가? 여기서 감옥으로 넘어왔네요 지금. 그쵸? 감옥은 또 새로운 맵이네요. 자,
There's no turning back. From now on, I will have to do without a carriage. The Bastille is to the south of the Temple.
마차 없이 진행하라는데요. 오케이. 그레이드 2만이 들어가고 갑시다. 뭐지? 여기 왜 온 거지? 자, 진행해 보도록 하겠습니다. 마차는 이제 없습니다. 여기는 돌아가서 뚫어야 되는 것 같고, 오케이. 자고 얘도 암살이 가능할 것 같거든요. 나 안 보이겠지? 뒤돌면 암살로 잡겠습니다. 이야! 뒤로 모아서 어이? 굳이 안 잡아도 되네. 아무것도 없나? 아무것도 없는데 굳이 여기 올 필요가 있을까? 그쵸? 먹을 것도 없는데 뭘 이유가 없나? 뭐지? 한 대를 안 맞을 수가 없네. 아프다. 길이 두 군데 있고 목적지는 같으나 올라가서 쏠게요. 올라가서 그만요. 너 따윈 때려잡겠다. 이거 하나 더 쓰고 이건 뭐야? 먹을게. 이건 또 뭐야? 야? 청동주개. 여기도 길이 있네. 길이 왜 이렇게 많겨? 잠시만요. 일단 저기로 가면 될 것 같거든요. 저장 피를 한번 채우고 거기 가기 전에 여기 한번 가볼게요. 얘를 잡고 싶어가지고 올라갈 수는 없구나. 올라갈 수는 없고 더 이상 길은 없네요. 여기는 길이 아닌 것 같고. 그쵸? 여기로 가면 길이 있는데. 여기는 내가 온 곳이 아닌가? 그쵸? 돌아서 이쪽으로 온 것 같은데? 오케이. 자, 이렇게 왔죠? 이렇게 와서 얘 문을 열고 이렇게 길을 알아냈습니다. 물약 좀 채워볼게요. (2만 개) 사용 21,000